everybody. Welcome to Balls and All. And tonight's show, Merry Christmas, of course, to all of you out there. And tonight's show, we're going to try to bring you as many of the main Christmas lights in the housing all over the suburbs we can. So, when we came down here last year, if you remember, all the...
Fantastic. I mean, just amazing that the people could come through and just think of the time as you're watching this, think of the time and effort it took to get this done, not alone the electricity bill.
Not only that, and James, I mean, we came up this road last year, and it was just amazing, the people here, and it's early now. We come early before we got the crowd.
Yeah, it is quite amazing, Moose, and like Wayne said, and just to imagine the electricity bill, that's all I'm thinking. That's a lot of lighting.
Western Power, I'm sure they're going to be happy behind it. And, we're going to be running around showing you. Hope you've had good celebrations up till Christmas, and hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Now, as we always say, let's get the...
Balls and all rolling.
Now, Wayne, I think you're going to try and have a chat with the lady. She said she's a bit shy, but let's go and see if we can get her on and have a chat about the effort that's involved.
I'm sure we'll drag her along. Well, we tried to catch up with Karen, the mom of the house, but unfortunately, she dived in her son, Dave. How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right. Now, can you tell us a little bit about this configuration here? It's a fantastic job you guys have done, by the way, and how long it took you?
It probably took us about 10 working days. My mum and dad had a few weeks off for holidays, so they spent a fair amount of time, and myself and my brother helped out on weekends, so it probably took us about four working days on the ourselves, so maybe 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Oh, brilliant job. I mean, I must say, you can see this from miles around. Now, how often you guys do this every year, or how long you been doing this tradition?
Probably our 4th year, probably 3rd year properly. The first year was just a few lights, and then I guess it got out of control there for a while.
Well, it's definitely snowball, but it's definitely a great job here. And you walk down here and you see this house, you definitely get the spirit of Christmas. So how many in the family?
Just 4. My mum and dad, myself, and my brother Mark.
Okay, then that's good. Family helping out and what have you. And I see you've inspired some other people around the traps, because a lot of your neighbors have put together some nice configurations too. So
yes, next door they're actually had lights up before us, so they've probably been doing it for about 5 years. So I guess they inspired us actually.
Okay, then now as far as Christmas and running down Santa's chimney and all that, are you guys all settled and ready to go for it?
I'd hope so. I guess the lights certainly make it a bit more of a Christmas spirit.
Okay, then, well, you guys have definitely done a fantastic job. And thanks a lot for letting us come out and view it. And for you people at home, you've got to admit this is an excellent job. And we'll show you more as we go. Now let's go to James, who has rounded up some people, and we'll see how he's going.
Thank you very much, Wayne. That was great. Now, actually, while we were talking to the people next door, Wayne was anyway, we've seen lights over this side of the street, so I decided to go and talk to Pam. How are you?
Hi, I'm going well, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, now there's a rumour going around that you started, you were one of the first people on the street. Is that true?
That's very true. Tried to encourage the rest of the street, and we're getting somewhere. Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, it looks like it's going well because the street is very well lit up. What was the encouragement behind starting it?
Well, I just get a buzz out of Christmas, a real thrill, and my children, I've got 4 grown-up girls. We used to enjoy it. We're from the country, been in Perth 12 years. So, yeah, we just like the excitement and the people enjoying it, yeah.
And can you tell me a bit about some of the decorations we have here?
Well, some of them die each year.
The lights or?
The lights die, yes.
Right.
Yeah, well, you've got your different flashes through here and your coloured lights, your different degrees of flashing, and yeah.
Like the ones in the trees, they're quite nice. I mean, when they go off, they're dimmed, and you don't even notice they're there until they come back on. And also seen you got some like little reindeers there, which I didn't even see. It took me about 5 minutes staring at it to work out what it was.
That's my decoration.
Yeah, it's quite well hidden.
Yes.
And how long does it take you to do stuff like this?
Well, it took me a couple of weeks. Battled a bit with the wind, with some of the decorations falling down. So yes, every day is a daily chore. It's fixing them up again.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And now, speaking about the wind, it's been quite windy the last few days. Now, I noticed you've got lights all over your roof area. Is there a problem keeping them on?
No, we haven't. We've had to wire them to our tiles. Otherwise, yes, we would have lost them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you have some helpers out here giving you a hand to put it all up.
I've got a wonderful brother that climbs up on the roof for me. Yeah, it's been great.
And has he been helping you all the last 12 years?
Yes, pretty well. I don't think he trusts me on the roof, so yes, he climbs up there for me. Yeah.
Okay. And what are some of the things that we can expect here next year, I suppose? What, you got any new ideas for the year 2003, I suppose?
I really don't know. It just pops out of the hat as I do it, whatever happens. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for your time anyway. You put a great effort into it.
Great. Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, James, for that. Now I'm in Bronzewing, that's the name of the street, in Huntingdale, and I'm talking to Tim. Hi, Tim. How are you?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Good, good. Now tell us a little bit about all the effort that goes into putting these lights together.
Well, we roughly took about 4 weeks to do all of both this house and the house across the road. It's not that much involved. It's just putting them up, setting them all up, and plugging them all in and turning them on.
And what about all the planning? Because really it's not a case of just throwing lights around, is it? It's a case of deciding how you want to do it?
No, well, this year we just threw them all up. Okay. And thought, it's like we turned them on a couple of nights beforehand to have a look what they look like, and then we make alterations up until the night before we turn them on.
Now, I remember as a kid when we used to put up lights, of course, the big problem was beforehand, twofold. One was untangling,
Yes.
and second was replacing globes.
Yeah, it's still the same.
Okay, nothing's changed.
No, it's I've done about 25 sets of lights this year. We've changed just about all the globes in them.
What's really the inspiration to do this?
You look at all the kids that come around, the smiles on their faces.
Yeah.
It's just, they love it, so we do it to, make them happy.
Because when you stop being a kid, it doesn't work anymore, does it?
Oh, yeah, it still works.
And you've got one of your own running around here. He was here just a second ago, hopping around, having a good time. Well, thanks a lot for talking to us. We're going to have a look around. Thanks for all the work and the effort that you went through. Obviously, there's someone else who gave you a hand.
Yeah, the guys that live next door, Adam Scott, and the rest of the family.
Fantastic. So if you're coming along Bronzewing Road, how long will you leave these up? Because this show's going to air now on Christmas Eve. Well, how long will these be up?
Probably mid-January we'll start turning them off and taking them down.
Fantastic. Come along, have a look. Bronzewing Road in Huntingdale. Say good day to Tim when you go by. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Moose.
Well, thank you very much, Moose. Now we're actually in the town of, or suburb of Ferndale. And I'm speaking with Sheila. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Now, this is absolutely awesome. Tell me a bit about some of the work that you've gone into here.
Well, my husband's done most of it. He's made everything himself, all the angels and the reindeers, you'll see. And he made the bodies, and I did all the decorations.
And stuff like that.
Well, I made all the clothes as well. Yes.
And does much planning go into this kind of stuff?
Oh, yes, it takes a long while.
Yeah.
Michael's planning all year
Yeah.
what he's doing next year.
So
Yeah.
you're thinking, we're going to do this,
Yes.
would be different.
Yes, I'm already thinking what we can do different next year.
Yeah. And like there's a lot of people coming by here. What was the starting inspiration, I suppose, in getting it all going?
Well, originally, I suppose we just put a few lights around the windows and they look nice, so you do a little more and then it just grows from there.
Yeah.
So
And it's just
then
huge.
it just gets bigger every year.
Biggest and the best, eh?
Well, we think so. and we collect the telethon as well, and we're doing very well there.
Okay.
People are very generous.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
It's always a good cause.
It is, yes.
One question I got, which actually the editor told me to ask. Thanks, Tony. If it ever rained, what would happen?
No, the lights are all okay because they're low voltage. It did rain one night.
Yeah, and you're like, oh shit.
Yes, well, I didn't say that. We put plastic sheeting over there,
Yeah.
and that was okay, but I think it was the second night we had the thunderstorm,
Yeah.
and we woke up about 3 o'clock in the night and said,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's
Do you ever
raining.
Do you ever worry that you're going to see one of your reindeers go flying by your window
No,
or
it
anything?
wasn't that, it was Santa Claus on the roof we were worried about.
He might
So
go down the chimney or something.
he had to get up in a thunderstorm,
Yeah.
climb up onto the roof and cover
3
him
o'clock
over
in the
with
morning?
plastic. Yes, at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Now, that's
And cover him
enthusiasm.
over.
Any other stories like that happen?
No, I can't think of any. No, it's all going quite smoothly.
And how many years have you actually been decorating?
Well, seriously, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you're in the big game, seriously 3, eh?
yes.
And something like this kind of project, how many weeks or years would it take to put up, I suppose?
Well, it takes 4 weeks every day for 4 weeks to get them up. But,
Every day.
every day working
out.
on them. Yeah.
Roughly, can you tell me how many lights you got here?
Roughly 30,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of lights. I suppose Western Power are loving you this time of year.
Oh, well, it's all on the low voltage, so it's not too bad.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, Sheila, and it's good to see you doing something good for the community with Telethon, donating the money. That's great. And is there anyone you want to say Merry Christmas to?
Well, everybody out there, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
Thank you very much. We're actually going to, thank you. We're actually going to go over and see Wayne. He's talking to someone very special who you see this time of year.
Yeah, now, obviously I wanted to get some presents this Christmas. You know, I went in the stores and didn't have any dosh. So I have to talk to the man and see if I can get something done. Now, how you doing, Santa?
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Now, you having a nice night with people giving up presents and whatnot. Have you been looking after the young people?
Oh, of course.
Oh, that's excellent. And I saw a couple of your reindeer, you know, hanging out and stuff ready to go. So you ready for the big day?
Naturally, of course I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure now to set up something like this, you know, in the North Pole, because we are at the North Pole, I guess, I'm sure there was a big undertaking with that, isn't it?
Oh, it is very big.
Yeah, I see you got a lot of people lined up ready to go and stuff, and you know, it's pretty good us sitting here and you're nice and warm, and I probably need a jacket because it's cold because it is the North Pole.
I've got a fan here.
Oh, yeah, you do have a fan. Well, good on you. Now, Santa, I mean, what would be your New Year's resolution?
Peace to the world.
Good on you. Well, you've definitely made a good start, and we wish you every success, and make sure when you pop by my house, it's Unit 180. No, just kidding. But have a nice night.
And you too, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you. And now we're going to go to a break.
Welcome back from the break, everybody. We're starting the segment 2 here, and still doing Christmas lights, and these some fantastic ones. We spoke to these people last year, and I'm speaking with Peggy. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
And Harry, how you going, mate?
Very well, thanks very much.
Yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. Again, like last year was great. What have you done that's different this year?
Well, we added a few things to it, like the sleigh and a shooting star, and changed a few things around, but in general just try to improve it a little bit. Yeah,
Like I noticed straight away as we were pulling up the reindeers out the front, that's a bit different. You move them around from different area?
That's correct, yes, because we've got the sleigh, and we thought put the reindeers all in one line would look better than all standing in a circle.
No, it looks absolutely fantastic. And did you get out there and give a hand putting it all up?
Oh, I certainly do. Every night I take it out with Harry, and every night we take it back in again.
Okay.
Figure out where things go.
Yeah.
Help with the rooms, make things. Yeah.
And how long did it take you to get it like this? Was it like a few week preparation, getting involved every day? Or?
Well, I was on long service leave this year, so I had 3 full weeks to set all this up.
Yeah.
Yes, so
It took
but
pretty much 3 full
it
weeks?
takes 3 full weeks to set it up. Yeah.
And how many lights roughly are there?
25,000.
Holy yeah.
And I know because I counted them.
And do you have to check them all before they go out?
What do you mean?
The lights, do they have to check them all for you?
Yes, you do.
Obviously.
But Harry does that, not me.
All right.
Yeah.
You obviously be a pain if you get it all on the roof, then you try and plug it in. And
Well, it's an ongoing job because you check them when you pull them down, you check them when you pull them out of the box, when you put them up, and then virtually sometimes the globe goes, so you continue to check them up. Yeah.
Now, I suppose, do you have a lot of garage space to put all this stuff in for every year?
Yes, we do. Bedrooms, under beds, on top of wardrobes, behind dressing tables, in the garage, in the shed, everywhere.
Oh, it's awesome. It looks really great. We've seen a lot of good ones. This one's really cool. You said you've just moved them around this year, but what was the thing that got you started in doing this when you first started? What made you start putting out lights? And of course, it grows every year and gets better and that.
Well, 6 years ago, we sort of looked around and it started really off with Christmas lights, and we sort of put a couple of strings of lights on a guttering. And then we walked around, drove around the houses and looked at some other displays. And then we just thought, oh, well, we might improve. And it's like a drug, you know, it bites you. Yeah.
So we're going to be the best.
No, you just like to improve all the time. And you get comments from people who come and, you know, you just carry on from there. It's a real good hobby. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And how long does it start before you have to have the hard job of putting it all back away?
30th of December we turn it off. We have it on the 30th of December and we turn it off on New Year's Eve.
No worries. Well, thank you very much for your time. It's always a pleasure coming in, and we'll see you next year.
Okay, thank you very much, and a Merry Christmas to all of you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all, and thank you very much.
Hey, hi everybody. Yeah, thanks James, and thanks. That was over at Cumberland Way in Bassendean, and we're here in Ribble Place in Beachboro. I'm talking to the one, the only, don't break my heart, Billy Ray Cyrus. How you doing, Billy Ray?
How you going, Moose?
Not really. It's Steve. How you going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. Now, Steve, we've known each other for a few years. In fact, I walked up the driveway and he recognised me. I don't know how. Now, tell us a bit about what goes on in putting this kind of stuff together.
Hard work.
Yeah?
Yeah, 8 weeks.
8 weeks of just planning it or actually putting it up?
Making it and putting it up. In between making it and then putting some lights up and then another idea and back in the shed. And
Is it one of those things that you start off thinking, oh, you know, I'm going to do this, this, and this, but then you might get an idea and do something else and do something else, and it's like one of those things that just grows and grows?
Yeah, for sure. It's like an addiction.
Is it?
Yeah.
And what is the drive? We're always asking everybody everywhere we go, what is the drive to actually go to all this trouble?
For the kids.
For the kids?
Yeah.
The looks on the faces and
some of the parents.
Yeah. Well, we're all kids still. Some people try to pretend they're not anymore. Now, tell us a bit about your scheme, because it's a little bit like we see the palm trees and everything.
Yeah, and we've got the shooting stars and the moon, and we've got the other stars up top there with names above it. That's of close friends and family that have passed away recently. Okay. So we've put a star and their name above them. Yep.
Each one has a special meaning to you guys, your family.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. And just the rest is all just lights.
Is that a fountain I hear running in there somewhere?
Yeah, there's a pond and a waterfall, a bridge over it up there.
Fantastic. Now, you guys put this together and, we've talked to everyone too, the light thing where you got to check all the globes and all that kind of stuff. Who's the lucky bugger that gets that job?
Me. The first hour after dark is checking globes.
Now, the other thing too that a lot of people like you guys might not realise is that every night, a lot of this stuff, and in some of the places anyway, we see, they put it out as soon as they come home from work. Is that right? A bit mad rush?
That's right, yeah.
And then at the end of the night, when it gets to be about 10, 11 o'clock, whatever, when the traffic starts dying down, a lot of the stuff has to be packed up and put back in.
Yep, that's right. All the stuff out the front here gets packed away every night.
So who's been your helpers with all this? Or are you one of the helpers and someone else is the mastermind?
Nah, me and my wife do most of it.
Let's say hi to her.
How you going, Kel?
Now, what's the scheme like for next year? Is it like this and then add on again type of thing?
Yeah, of course. I just run out of time this year, that's all. I had more ideas, but I just run out of time.
But 8 weeks, it's a lot really, because that's with working and then that's weekends and everything else?
Yeah, but it's worth it. If you see the kids' faces, it's all worth it.
A lot of stuff. Well, thanks very much for chatting with us, and Happy New Year to you and all your family, and of course thanks for putting those. I'm sure your family thank you for putting those stars up for the special meaning.
No worries. Thanks a lot, Moose.
And a Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
Thanks, Moose. Now we're in Ballajura now, and we're talking with Shane and Natalie. Now, how long have you guys been doing this for?
This is our 6th year doing it now.
Now, what first got you guys involved?
Just the fun of putting lights on your house. We went to a house in Morley and saw their house, and we got the spirit and we're off. And that was it. From there on, we never looked back. And every year we put more and more on the house.
Now, how long does it take for you guys to put these lights up?
It takes about 4 weekends to do. Yeah, we start around the beginning of November, and the 1st of December it goes up. It goes on. Yeah.
Now, there are quite a few lights on the roof, and I can see myself doing something like that and falling off the roof. Have any of you guys had anything like that happen, as in...
Yeah, I slide off the roof a fair bit when I put them up, but apart from that, no real problems in this house.
Now, what would be some of the inspiration you would use for some of the ornaments you'd have?
Oh, it's very hard to sort of say inspiration. You just go and look for something that's going to make your house more creative when you go to do it. Like the carport, what we do with the carport. I wasn't happy with what we did last year, so I've put more lights in it, more ornaments in it this year. And I suppose things for kids to look at.
So bigger and better next year?
Absolutely.
How many years? So, yeah, that's a good question. How many guys have been doing this for anyway?
How many years? This is our 6th year of doing it. So
it's a long time.
Oh yeah.
So how many years do you think you guys will keep doing it for?
Until I get sick of doing it. Unless I can get a wheelchair one up there, then I'll be right. I'll keep doing it for a long time.
Now, how long does it take to pull all this sort of stuff down, considering there's quite a bit of work here?
What you see on the house stays up for the month, but what comes on the front lawn and all that comes in for security reasons. But that's all. But taking it down, all this will go in a weekend. That's it.
Well, thanks for talking to us.
Not to worry.
And we'll see where we end up.
Oh, man, look, I didn't do it, but I will do an interview. And we're out here in High Wycombe, and I'm over here getting ready to talk to Steve Searage. How you doing, Steve?
Oh, not too bad, mate.
All right, then. Can you tell us a little bit about this light show here? It looks brilliant.
Oh, we just chuck a few lights up each year, and yeah, I can't really say. I don't know.
All right, then. So you've been doing this for how long?
Probably 3 to 4 years.
Okay, then. And what got you started on this? This is brilliant. This reminds me of actually being in the States, the U.S.
Oh, we just bought a string of lights and put it up in that tree there one year, and grew from there. Yeah, just got a couple more each year, and
just snowball from there, huh?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, you guys definitely in the Christmas spirit. Are you ready for Santa to jump down your chimney and what have you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Got the young bloke. He's 6 months old, so it'd be his first Christmas, which would be good.
And his name is?
Morgan.
Morgan. Okay, then. Well, Morgan, I hope you have a good Christmas there. I know you're only 6 months old. You might not remember, but have a good one. And your wife's name is?
Rebecca.
Okay, then I'm sure she's out doing all the shopping, getting everything ready. But this is just a fantastic light show, and it took you what? How long to put all this up and what have you?
Roughly a week.
Roughly a week. Okay. Well, that just goes to show you all the good things that can happen in a week. And I'm getting ready to hang out on that chimney myself. Now, is there anybody you'd like to thank? Mom and Dad, a couple elves, anybody?
I don't know. I'd like to thank Rebecca. She's a good help, and mother-in-law. She gives us Jude. She gives us a bit of guidance where to put stuff.
Okay,
and
then.
Everyone putting up with the house. It'd be good.
Oh, excellent. Well, we wish you an excellent Christmas and a happy New Year. All the best to you, Steve.
Okay.
And now we're here in Belladura, and I'm speaking with William. How you going, buddy?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good, mate. And tell me a bit about some of the decorations here.
Well, we've been putting them up on our house for the past 5 years, and my dad's been helping me make them and put them up and stuff like that. We just do it for all the kids and all the old people in the buses and stuff. Yeah, that's about it.
And you said your dad helps you make them. What kind of things do you make, and how do you go about doing it?
Well, we've made the angels and all the signs and the stars and the Christmas tree. Just buy the lights and tape them on and cut the wood and shape it and stuff like that. Yeah.
And you said you've been doing it 5 years. What got you started into it? You seen a lot and you thought I wouldn't mind giving it a go myself? Or?
The guy down the road, his house, he inspired me to do it, yeah. Copied him. Stole his ideas. Yeah.
Is it a pain ever sticking the lights along the roof?
Yeah, it takes a while, a bit of a pain to do. Yeah.
I suppose all the bulb testing, you do that as well?
Yeah, set up the roof and fix all the lines that are out. It takes a while. Bit annoying. But get used to it. Yeah.
And you got any bigger ideas for next year, what you might do?
Yeah, down the side of the house. The guy on the road wants to join them up somehow.
Oh, all right.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll come back and have a look next year.
Yeah, it'd be good to come back.
Thanks for your time, mate.
That's all right. Thanks.
And we're going to go to a break, so stay with us after these short messages.
Hi everybody, welcome back, and hope you're enjoying our showing you all the Christmas lights. Hope you had a great Christmas, or you're going to have a great Christmas day. And kiddies, I haven't seen Santa anywhere. He could be flying over any of these roofs at any time, so you better get to bed soon. But something we want to tell you too is starting in the new year, we're going to have a great giveaway thanks to Time Glow and Balls and All. So anybody who's involved with sports or any kind of leisure activity where they wear a uniform, thanks to Time Glow, the sports uniform specialist, we're going to be giving away a great prize. So tell them to make sure they tune in from January the 6th. Now, we're here in Westminster, and I'm having a chat with Karen. Hi, Karen. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you, Moose?
Good, good. Now, Karen, did we play softball against each other or what?
No, not exactly. No, I play for the girls, you play for the boys.
Not the way I play, trust me. Not the way I play. I wouldn't have even been good for the girls anyway.
Oh, well, you did a good job.
Now, let's talk a little bit about softball first. Now, where do you guys all play at?
Oh, the women play at Yokine every Saturday afternoon during the summer months, and the men play in winter, and they play at their own home grounds.
And the name of your team?
Balladura Breakers.
So you want to say hi to them all?
Hi, everybody. Have a good Christmas.
Now tell us a bit about all the preparation and everything, because you told me off camera you did all this by yourself.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a few years. I've only been in this house for a couple of Christmases now. But this year, normally I have a couple of helpers, either my father or my son or a good friend of mine, Chris, comes over and helps.
Is this Chris Sorensen?
This is Chris Sorensen, yeah, and his lovely wife, Susan. But this year I've had to do it on my own. I've had a little tiny bit of help from the family, but pretty much did it all myself this year. So up on the roof, out in the garden, out in the garage. So.
Well, Chris was probably out at one of those quiz nights. Have you ever been at quiz nights against him?
No, thankfully always on a team with him.
Yeah, good. So you're on the winning team all the time there?
I don't know. Each time I've been with them, we haven't won. We've either come second or third or something, but yeah, pretty good team.
Yeah, they got their own little group. You guys got your own group going around and take the prize. Oh, yeah. Now, what's the inspiration? We ask everybody this.
I love Christmas, and I love seeing the look on kids' faces when they come over and see the lights, and ask them what their favourite parts are, and yeah, I just love Christmas, always have done.
That's kids of all ages, of course.
Oh, well, I just never grew up. I did a Peter Pan and just refused to grow up.
Why should you? Now, where do you come up with the ideas to put these different displays together?
Usually many sleepless nights. When I go to bed at night, I don't sleep. My little mind just keeps ticking over, and I keep creating and coming up, and I've already started on next year's ideas. So.
Well, that's something we found. It seems to be quite through everybody we spoke to so far, is it becomes a bit of an addiction. It's not really just, I'm going to do this or leave things standard year by year. Is that the same with you?
It's definitely an obsession more than anything, and every year, you try and come up with something different, something new. Some of the things stay standard, but pretty much, and a lot of it is on the spot, spur of the moment. You know, I'll try and create something, it doesn't work, so I change it and come up with something new.
And do you actually go around and look at the other ones and get ideas, or is it just what you come up with?
Usually after I've finished, I go around and have a look at the other houses and that, but generally it's what I come up with. Occasionally I'll see something at another house that I like, and I'll either do something similar or copy them.
They all do the same.
I know, I had a guy over here the other night taking photographs when I wasn't home, so I'm not sure where he was from, but whatever. Hopefully he got some nice ideas.
Yeah, no, it's great. And of course we see the nativity scene up the front there.
Oh yeah, that's my miniature nativity scene this year, because I'm a much smaller house and garden than I've had in previous years.
Oh, you mean you got a bigger one?
No, I used to. The last house I lived in had a big full yard, and I had a full-size nativity with all the wise men and whatnot. But this year it's just a little miniature one, just Mary and the baby Jesus.
And do you actually make those yourself and all that, or what?
Some parts I make, some parts I buy. Like Mary's just an old shop dummy, or what's left of a shop dummy, and
people say that about me.
Oh, you can come and sit in my front garden. I would put you in a red suit, no worries. Yeah.
Oh, red suit, eh? Getting back to the gut jokes again.
No, it was the hair. It was the hair. Yeah. But a lot of it I make, like the little winter wonderland. Sort of put it together with bits and pieces that I find around the place. Do a lot of bargain shopping. Post-Christmas sales are wonderful.
So you see things and just say that'd be great in the yard for next year?
Yeah, pretty much so. So I have a little garden shed, and then I bought an extra shed just to store my lights in, and this year I've had to move into the ceiling space to store stuff.
Wow.
So not everything came out this year.
So let's give the big plug now for Chris and Sue, because obviously someone has to help take it all down. Is that right?
No,
take it all down?
I always take it down myself. No one ever comes to help take it down. Susan and Chris, if you've got nothing to do in January, come over and help.
And you're sober, you can come and help. There you go. There's the plan. Well, thanks a lot for doing all this, Karen. You want to say hi to anybody and Merry Christmas to anybody?
I want to say hello and Merry Christmas to my mum and dad, and to my wonderful son Paul and his girlfriend Erin, who are expecting their first child.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, I'm about to become, I'll be a grandmother next June, and looking forward to it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
So you got like a double bonus for Christmas.
Oh, I did indeed, very much.
Fantastic. Yep. Thanks for talking to us, Karen.
Okay, thank you.
Jingle bell. Oh, sorry, I just got in the spirit. I lost it there. Okay, I'm here with Pat and Wally. How you doing, Pat?
Very well, thank you.
And Wally?
I'm fine, thanks. Yeah.
Now, you guys have got a great configurations on your houses and stuff like that. We'll start with you, Pat. How long have you been doing the Christmas lights?
We've been doing it now for 3 years.
Okay, then. And who got you started? Was it Wally's group, or who got you started?
Oh, definitely. This is the president of our lighting committee.
He's done a brilliant. You guys have done a brilliant job because all down the street, about the next 2 or 3 houses, just fantastic. Now, Wally, you started, say, what was it? How long ago?
Oh, about three years ago. Yeah.
Okay, then. So you guys got the blueprint together, and
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
now, do you want to talk about some of your lights and what have you?
Yeah, the Christmas tree over there was made by a pensioner. He does it as a part-time thing, and all we've done was actually put the rope to it. Yeah. So he's done a good job. And a couple of years ago, he did the Merry Christmas, and all we've done is added the lights to it. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, speaking of ropes, we've tried to tie up James a few times. It hasn't worked yet, but we'll see how we go during the New Year's holiday. And Pat, what about you? Some of your configurations? Can you tell us about them?
Oh, well, my husband's the genius at all of this. He's just, I think he consults the gentleman next door. They swap globes and do all that sort of thing, but it's all in the spirit of Christmas. Yeah,
Well, I
we
mean,
enjoy it.
That's good because, you come down the street and because it looks so good, you come down the street, Wally and Pat, come down the street and you're always going to feel happy because this is just brilliant. I see Santa Claus. Actually, I asked your Santa for a few gifts. So I'm going to see if they come through. and does anybody you guys would like to say hello to?
Oh, just to everybody, and hope you all have a wonderful and happy Christmas.
And what about you?
Yeah, just to everybody, the family and the kids in the neighbourhood, and we really look forward that they come through the street and really enjoy what they're seeing. So that's what it's all about, Christmas and the spirit. It's really great.
And I look over here and I'm thinking roses because maybe I should give somebody some roses. And I look over here and there's brilliant roses all over the place. Whose idea was that?
Oh, my husband again is the chief gardener.
Well, your husband's got a lot of time on his hands because he's doing fantastic work here. I mean, this is just great. I mean, the roses are brilliant, and the whole setup here, it's you just feel the spirit of Christmas. So I want to thank both of you. And let's say for somebody that's just starting out and wants to get involved in this, what are they looking at, and where should they go to look for, get some globes and what have you?
Well, it always starts off with one set of lights. That's all you have to do. Just buy your first set and then you've got it. You're hooked.
Because I know people kind of get ballistic after that, and that's a good thing. Is that what happened to you, Wally?
That's right. Every time we go shopping, we go through the light section and see what we can add to it, and where it'll fit in the garden. That's basically where it starts from, yeah.
Now, for some of our viewers out in TV land, how many lights are we looking at in these 2 houses?
Oh, good.
Or 4 houses, basically.
Oh, I don't know. We haven't counted them yet. No, it's probably a good few thousand, I think. Yeah.
I would say so. Yes.
Easily a few thousand, huh?
A good few thousand. Yeah.
Almost look like a good few thousand at your houses alone. So. Now, next year, is it going to be bigger and better, or what's happening?
Oh, we always plan. Actually, my husband Don and Wally stand over here in the dark and admire it all, and then they start talking about what they're going to do next year and where they're going to put it. And yes.
I usually stand in the dark too, but usually I get arrested and do 5 and 10 years. But that's okay. You get that. No, but thanks a lot, guys, and it's a pleasure. And thanks for letting us come over the house. And wait a minute, just hold it for 1 second. I gotta talk to the producer. All right, now Moose, what are we gonna do now?
Well, we're going to ask them how long did it take to put them up? And also, too, Pat hasn't told you there, but there's actually normally a lot of animals and everything else there, but because it's raining, so she's a bit modest about everything.
Oh, Pat's holding out on us. Can we talk about those animals? And usually, that's usually just refers to men. But, can we talk about those animals?
Yes, we have 2 beautiful red kangaroos and 4 white reindeers that sort of stand out there, and you can see the patches on the lawn from where they've been. But yes.
I was wondering what that was over there. I thought it was maybe our editor, dropping a few. But anyway, by the way, happy birthday to Tony Hasselbacher, who will be 1,000 years old now. And also happy birthday to Action Man, who will be, I can't say how old he is, but some of you girls can find out. Now, as we move along, we already asked how long it took to do the lights. Thank you. Anyway, we just want to thank you guys. We just have so much fun with y'all. We don't want to leave. But anyway, thanks a lot. And I mean, you guys have just done a fantastic job, and you can really feel the spirit of Christmas when you come down the street. So thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Now we're speaking with Charlie. How you going?
Not too bad, thanks.
And your lovely wife, Ruth. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, this is absolutely fantastic, guys. You rocked out and blew me out. I mean, double story. You got all sorts of stuff here. Can you tell me a bit about some of the work that went into it?
Oh, lots of work. Just lots of work went into it. It took us a month to put it up there. And of course, some of the items are homemade, and that keeps me going through the year.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a hobby kind of thing, you see.
Yeah.
And and the result, as you can see, is pretty effective.
It's good for the children.
Yeah.
Lovely for the children.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, you got lights all around the pond. You got a big snowman there. You got some Santas. You got the toy shop over there as well. There's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, and some of them are homemade too.
Yeah. And which ones would be homemade?
The Santa's homemade, and the snowman's homemade, and the cart's homemade, and look, I can keep on going. The penny farthing bike is homemade with the clown on it, so you can keep on going as much as you like. It's most of it is homemade. Yeah.
And have you made some yourself, Ruth?
Oh, only dressed Mother Claus, and I suppose I helped a little bit, but not much. He's the brains.
She's done all right. She's done all right. She's the one that pushes me.
Get out there and do it. And we just went to your friend's place, Harry and Peggy's. This is a fantastic
Best friends in the world, they are.
Yeah.
Their place is
They're good mates of ours, that's no doubt about it, yeah. I wish him luck this year. I tell you what, he's done a wonderful job this year. I went and seen it. Ruth hasn't been yet, but she goes later on. But he's done a fantastic job. They've done a fantastic job.
And one thing, like Peggy told me, she had 25,000 lights there. How many has this one got?
Oh, pretty close to that.
Similar. If I tell you 25,000 and you don't believe me, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome to.
That's all right. I mean, we do have a guy
to count them.
That's what he says to the children. You can count them.
I'll believe you.
All right, fair enough. I even believe myself, so it must be right.
Don't want to count them. Do you ever have any troubles getting it all the way up on the roof?
No, not a problem.
Yeah, you got the system all set up for it?
Yeah, well, I climb up. I'm pretty tall myself, so no, I get up on the other side of the roof and climb up there and get them up there.
Yeah.
So no problems. Yeah.
And do you have to, like, you got heaps of ornaments in there? It's absolutely fantastic. Do you have to bring them in and out every night, or
we bring them out? We bring them in
Take
every
them off
night.
the lawn every night. Yeah.
Well, if it rains, and we've got water the lawn in the morning.
Garden, so so we take.
So we've got to bring them in, otherwise they get wet in the following day and they start smelling.
They get rotting, and you got it.
Not too good.
No, not too good at all. No. And, it's best to look after them.
Yeah. How many years have you guys actually been doing this, and what started you on it?
Well, I think Harry and Peggy started as all.
Just put a few strands up, and then you just add each year, and this is what happens.
Of course, a bit and a bit more and a bit more, and then.
But you bring a lot of joy to the children and everybody, so that's the main thing.
And then the kids started to come. Of course, you keep going.
Yeah.
You keep going, and then it turned out to be a hobby.
Yeah.
So we enjoy doing it. So. That's the end result of it here. So.
No, it's great. Now, one thing, we spoke to quite a few people who are doing it, and it's all fantastic.
Yeah.
Some of them are thinking like during the year, they think, next year, and they think of a new thing to make and stuff like that. Do you ever get those ideas through the year?
All the time.
Yeah.
And
all
the
the time.
people say, what are you going to make next year?
Well, that was actually my next question. What is the new one?
What are you going to make?
Oh, that'd be a big secret.
So we're just
I'm not going to.
We haven't thought of it yet, to be truthful.
I can't tell you. That wouldn't be fair because the other people might get the same idea, you see.
That's no good, is it?
No. You've got to keep these things a secret. I know.
No, he hasn't.
All right, well, we'll have to come back next year.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we're here on Light Street, and we're going to go to a break. Okay, I'm talking to three little fellas here. You're going to tell us a little about Christmas. Hello, how are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Callum.
Callum, and what's your name?
Thomas.
And what's your little friend's name? This is your brother here, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jeremy.
Hello, Jeremy. Hello.
You talk.
You can talk now, Jeremy.
Say hello. Say hello. Say ta. Tell him a knock knock joke.
How old is Jeremy?
Nearly 2. In January 28th, he's 2.
Okay, and what happened with your teeth? Who took those?
Tooth fairy, I've lost 12.
Lost 12?
And I'm only in year 2.
Have you been beating up your brother?
Yes.
And what do you want for Christmas? Did you tell anybody?
No. He's only told me.
What do you want for Christmas?
Rescue Hero Highway.
A what?
Matchbox Hero Highway.
Oh, that'll be fun, won't it? And what about you? What would you like for Christmas?
Mousetrap.
Mousetrap, that's a good game. What would your little brother like? Do you know? What would you like for Christmas?
I think he'll like a train set.
A train set, I reckon. He'd like a real train. What do you say? A real train, that'd be fun.
Because he likes trains.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to buy my baby brother a Bob the Builder toy.
Oh, that'll be nice.
I'm going to buy him a train. I'm going to buy him a train.
That'll be fun, won't it? Well, you have a very Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. Shake hands. Bye-bye. That's a good fella. Thanks for being on the TV show. That's a happening hat you got there.
It's my dad's.
Is it? So tell us something funny about Dad. Funny hat?
No. He sleeps naked.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. What do you want to say?
He tells knock-knock jokes.
He tells knock-knock jokes. Do you know any?
No.
Yes, you do.
I know lots. Can't remember. I've got 101.
All right, tell us one.
Joke. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Amonla.
Amonla who?
Amonla, a little girl who can't reach the doorbell.
That's right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Moose. Now, we're still in Westminster. I'm talking with John. Now, how long does it take to put your lights up usually?
This year, about 2 weeks. Just changed a little bit, and that's about it.
Any problems you encountered over last year?
Yeah, our trees got bigger. Where I was on a ladder and I fell off a ladder. When we had this big Christmas tree up here, the wind blew and the tree just went whoop, and then the ladder went zip, and I went down.
Something I'd do.
Pardon?
I said something I'd do.
That's the first time, and I hope it's the last time. But next time it'll be more secure.
Now, what first got you inspired, as in what started you off?
We used to watch other people around the areas, how they do it.
Yeah, especially next door.
And
do it more than we was.
And next door neighbour was putting theirs up, and so we said, oh well, we'll go in for it as well. But we did it for more the enjoyment. And Irene, our next door neighbour, she was doing it for the competitions and enjoyment, and for everyone to come around and have a look at them.
I'm speaking with John's wife, Olga. Now, how long have you guys been doing this for?
Oh, about 5 years, probably more, but 5 years, say 5 years.
Now, do you think you guys will be doing it next year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we will do. And probably upgrading a little bit more than this year and last year and year before.
So, what keeps you guys going then?
As my husband John said, it's more like kids to come to see, other kids, other families, and also last year and this year we have our own kids. Unfortunately, this time they are not with us, but it's next door neighbor, which is Irene. She started, and then after we took with her. Instead, ours has to be in a lights and now to be in a dark. So we started. That's how we started to be sort of like together. So.
Now let's have a chat to Irene. So, now you guys are the neighbours. So, is there any competition between you two?
No, we just do it all together, I think. Otherwise, it looks a bit bare over that side if they didn't join in. So it's good that they join in.
So, what first got you guys started?
I've seen a few around. I thought, I'll just start from the inside. I used to put them on the windows, and then gradually just built myself outside.
So, how long does it take for you guys to put up all your lights?
Usually a couple of weeks. Not very long.
So do you have any involvement in it?
Not really.
See, her name's Michelle, because I didn't ask, see? Now, one of the biggest attractions in your yard is the Blue Angel. What first inspired that?
I don't know really. We just sort of made her up, and this year I decided to put rope lights on her and make her glow. You know, she looks nice when she's glowing blue.
Guess she stands out very well. Yeah. Now, another thing I've noticed is that you sort of done away with the reindeer and got the kangaroos, a little Australian touch there.
Yeah, a bit of Australiana. I mean, we are in Australia, so, you know, stick with it.
Now, when do you guys usually take down your lights?
Usually about the 5th of January, around about then, 5th to 7th.
The Santa question.
A question I'm usually wondering is that, have you ever walked out of your house one morning and think, damn it, someone's flogged me Santa?
No, I haven't actually, not yet. But probably have now.
I don't inspire anything, alright? Well, thanks for talking to us. And we'll see where we end up.
We're just feeling very, very bright tonight. And you know why it is? Because we're standing from the lovely house of the Hickey family. And I'm here talking to Brian and Edith about the fantastic job they've done on their house. How you doing, Edith?
Excellent, and all the better to have you here.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad I'm good for something. And how you doing, Brian?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Now, how long did it take you guys to put this up?
Oh, over 3, 4, 5 days, with the help of a few friends that climbed on the roof and surprised us with all the lights up the top.
Oh, I'm shocked. I thought you two guys would have climbed up there, and but that's okay. You get that.
Too old.
Young people.
Right, never too old. No.
Now, I think your son Robert helped out. Is that right?
Yes.
Robert helps a lot.
A lot. Very good.
Robert helps a lot. Yeah. He loves picking the colours and what we're going to do next.
Well, you guys have done a great job. Now, how long ago did you start? How many years ago?
We entered the competition last year for the first time, and we came in about 4th. But before that, we were just a few lights here and there, and just slowly added. And with the help of a few presents here and there, we've got lights for this Christmas and that Christmas. And so, yes, we ended up with now what we've got behind us.
And this is just beautiful. And actually, if you could see the deers that we have under here, actually it kind of looks like me on a bad hair day when I get up. So you get that, you know, a few antlers here and there. But now also too, you guys putting this together and it's like a labor of love, isn't it, Brian?
It certainly is, yes, and wonderful to have people come and say how good it was and how pleased to see it they were. I think that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't sure. You know, I thought that was a pause for effect. Now, anyway, we just want to thank you guys for this. And is there anybody you'd like to thank other than a couple of elves that you have up there in the back?
Oh, I'd like to thank all the people, because we've only lived in this house for 6 months and we have made so many wonderful friends. So we'd love to thank all of them for making us so welcome here, and all the wonderful people that have been past and paid compliments. And we had Santa last week with 90 children here.
Wow, that's a brilliant job there. And Brian, is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Everybody that's helped and gave us enthusiasm and encouragement. It's been wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, you guys have done great. And we got to say thank you to Robert, who has ran to the other house for some reason. I guess it's my cologne. But, or lack thereof. But anyway, next year, is it going to be bigger and better? What's happening next year?
Bigger and better.
Like Texas, bigger and better.
Yep, they grow steers in Texas. And so, anyway, we want to thank you guys for that and wish you every success in next year.
To give our season's greetings to everybody and to all of you too.
Well, dashing through the snow.
We're in a one-horse open sleigh.
Over the hills we go.
Laughing all the way.
Bells on bobtails ring. Making Christmas bright. Gotcha. It's like that show. Gotcha. Bye-bye.
Well, everyone, we hope you've enjoyed the show tonight, and thank you very much for spending your Christmas Eve with us. We appreciate that a lot, and hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the lights. Now they're everywhere we've gone, and sometimes we've gone to places and they say, oh, but if you go this street and that street, there's just so many, and it's really good to see. What do you reckon, James?
Yeah, it's quite inspirational. I don't see myself getting out there and doing it for next year, but some people, I mean, some people spend 8 weeks doing it, and the results do show off. I mean, it's some just fantastic, mind-blowing. It's really cool, eh?
And everybody we've seen so far over the last few nights, because this has taken us about 3 nights to do, everybody we've seen talk about bigger and better and the addiction.
Yeah, I know. They say they all started with one string of lights, and then it just went haywire and ballistic from there. So good on them.
Good on it. It's great to see. Who knows what will happen next year?
That's right. We might even get bigger and better. Who knows? And I just want to say, too, a big thank you to WA Net. I mean, before I got them in my house, I couldn't speak regularly to my mom in the States and what have you, and now I can. So thank you, WA Net. So go to WA Net for all your internet needs.
So if you buy a new computer, what a better place. And the Action Man?
Howdy. I would like to say... Screwed that up, didn't I? I've got to say a good word to Len Hawkins from Skipaway Bins. They're very good because I had to get one, all right, for my cadets. And they're pretty good at it too. So if need a bin, Skipaway Bins.
Skipaway Bins helped us out through the year too. And James, you want to say something to some people?
Yes, just a bit of a serious message, which is quite weird for me.
You okay?
Yeah, getting myself composed. Make sure that you don't drink and drive this festive season. And I mean, it's sad every festive season. So many precious lives are lost, and hopefully that it's not yours. So be responsible and take care of yourselves. Yeah, don't speed like Action Man.
I got a speeding ticket, did he? And yeah, don't forget too the 50 kilometers in these kind of areas. And there's going to be lots of kiddies out on their new bikes and scooters and whatever. So be careful out on the road.
What was that about 50 Ks?
50 Ks. Don't forget too the big competition starting on January the 6th. Hang on, let me do it this way. Is that how it's done? On January the 6th, make sure you get anybody involved with a sports or leisure activity to look into the Big Time Glow. He threw me off. The Big Time Glow, whatever it was. The Time Glow Your Sports suit competition. There's the word. Hey.
Competition. Howdy.
You pay peanuts, you get elephants. Sorry, monkeys. Okay, don't forget anyway, we hope you've enjoyed yourself. Hope you've enjoyed seeing the beautiful street lights and the wonderful people who've put all this up. And don't forget, next Monday, we're on from 8:30, a big special, hour and a half special about New Year's and everything else. So if you're sitting at home like I usually am New Year's Eve, you know, the old gray-haired, married, happy, that kind of way, you know. I'm sure a lot of you are sitting there shaking your head, yes. Not like these guys. Anyway, hope you had a great time. And Merry Christmas to you all. Happy New Year. And we're going to be back 8:30 next Monday. We wish we were still at 8:30 always.
Praise the Lord and pass the orange juice.
Okay. Anyway, everyone, the name of the show is Balls and All. And I think Wayne wants to sing Silent Night.
And then we're swinging the knot.
What's the song you want to sing?
Well, since I'm on the spot, I might as well do something. Silent. Was it me? That was me creeping. Silent night, holy night, all is well.
All is bright round yon Virgin Mother and Child. Holy infant, so tender and mild.
Take it home, Edith.
Sleep in heavenly peace.